Hey cuties, welcome back to another playthrough of Tokyo Afterschool Summoners. We're going to be looking through the story of Valentine's Idol Live. Not the story, rather, we're going to be looking through the content that just released. I do not know Japanese, I will not be playing this for you right now. Maybe next year. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop right in. Hello, Jer Bear. So, let us go ahead and... I really should have opened the news page before this, just to be sure I'm covering everything. Oh, actually, it's already open from this. Yeah, so we should cover the new banner first. Alright. So, we have a new banner, of course, featuring the new unit, Apollo, as well as 4 variants. Let's go ahead and briefly review all our options here by looking at the kits, starting with Apollo. So Apollo here seems to be quite strong for a permanent 4-star, given that a lot of the permanent 4-stars we got, such as Saturnus and all that jazz, have not been that great in the previous year, but this is a good start for permanent 4-stars. What Saturnus does is he gives everyone in his team, including himself, the ability to pierce all defense buffs. So that's pretty much the exact same status that Christmas Mad bestows, except Apollo achieves this through different means by just doing a check if each person has their health at full HP. In addition to that, he also is the only unit to be applying the new status that was released, which is lock on or aiming, depending on how you want to translate or localize it. So lock on is a status that is only applicable once per target and will increase damage 3 times. And it only lasts for 1 turn, the what's called the actual aiming status, but this disabling part, or rather the resistance effect, so that prevents it from regaining the status, that lasts indefinitely. So that's an interesting effect, and it seems here it's called sort of like lock on or aiming because, at least with the way Apollo implements it, the unit needs to be hit first before they receive the debuff, and then they need to be hit again for the debuff to actually take place for that increased damage. It's 3 times multiplier, so pretty good. Not as much as crit, but it's like to the entire board, which is quite generous for a 4-star for each phase. So yeah, he goes kind of crazy for sure. He also does like a crit to allies, so that's even more damage ramp, and he has some other healing effects that I did not really memorize off the top of my head. But yeah, he's quite strong for a 4-star. Don't pull everything for him though. It'd be nice to get him, but again, he is a permanent 4-star, which means he is redeemable in the Platinum Exchange at the end of the year during anniversaries during the month of December. So keep that in mind. But he is definitely one of the better 4-star of permanent variety in the entire game, for sure. Board-wide utility is not really something we get very often. It's pretty much just like, last tip with his combo. That's pretty much it for board-wide utility. So that's quite nice for Apollo to have one of the other relevant ones of being able to pierce all defense buffs. But moving on, we will talk about Vapula, a 4-star variant who is probably the weakest of the bunch among this set, but nonetheless might be useful depending on the actual particular setups. Vapula seems to live and die by 2 things. One is just a very basic board-wide pull, 2 squares in, by the way, so it's the same effect as base behemoths post Evo. So 2 times pull is quite nice for long slash, or row clearing, front row clearing. So Vapula can help towards that, although he's only thrust range, so you're gonna need someone else to actually do the damage for them. And then he has 2 other effects, which is probably more relevant besides his somewhat middling amps or singular amp. He, when he moves, applies an effect or a penalty where if the enemy he applies that penalty to is defeated, they heal as well as give a CP or charge fill their enemy, aka they heal and charge fill you. Your entire team, actually. It is limited range based on only within magic range to where Vapula moves, but the effect itself, when it goes off, it will apply to your entire team no matter where they are. So it is arguably kind of underpowered but it can be strong in certain map formations and certain map densities of enemies. In particular, the chargeful part, the 10 CP per enemies thing, that lends well for board wipers in particular, which we'll see a similar effect from Tomte soon. But for now, just to cover it, board wipers oftentimes struggle to get their board wipe again, unless they're designed to board wipe every turn, like Housamo, I guess. But if they're not, and they only have like a singular board wipe, and then they have to like go through heaven and hell to build their board wipe again, this one kind of assuredly gives them the additional CP they need, as long as they defeat those enemies that Vapula moves in front of. But again, this is only valid if you're actually killing the enemy in that same charge attack. Otherwise, he's a bit of a dud. But, you know, keep in mind, even if he's a dud, he still works quite synergistically well with this banner, which seems to be very lending towards board wiper strategies. Not necessarily all of them are board wipers, but all of them either are board wipers or complement board wipers, or even both. As was the case with Apollo, who was able to give defense buffs to everyone, as well as like could only really function with 2 board wipers with his aiming lock-on status, because you want to hit everyone twice, which means you probably want 2 board wipers. So keep that in mind. Hey Joe, seems like someone's excited for this banner. All right, let's move on to the next topic. The other 4-star is Echo. So Echo is a unit that has low range for her attack. Well, it's actually short range, so it's not that bad. And she just gives a bunch of damage amp and skill activation rate up effects to the allies nearby her. No board-wide effects when it comes to her buffs, but the fact that she gives a vigor, crit, and concentration for amps, as well as a prayer and concentration for rate up effects, in combination to the unit near her, can be quite powerful. They are like middling rates, but she natively has a combo when she attacks. Also, not really guaranteed, but well, actually, it is guaranteed if you skill seed her with her prayer. That combo effect does have a lot of potential, though, if you are able to get that combo going with her charge, because she can bestow combo to allies that are adjacent to her as well, which can go well with, you know, units such as Vapula or Tomte, which we'll talk about, who can get board wipers charges up every turn, as well as their full range, which can help to trigger, for example, Apollo's aiming lock-on effect, because, you know, board wipe combo is always a funny thing to see. Oh yeah. Oh wow, Injun got all of them. Congrats. But yeah, as what's called Azer is pointing out, very powerful partner with Smoky God. Although that is 2 units you're dedicating to just reliable amps at that point. You might want to consider just bringing 2 different reliable amps instead. But, you know, Echo by herself, quite strong, probably for challenges if you just want like a single unit giving you a bunch of amps with like not too much effort. Alright, moving on to the 5-stars. So we have Amduscias, who is yet again a wood type, but now he's short range. So he, from what I understand, functions in 2 different ways. He is now a board wiper, because of course we need board wipers for this board wiping leaning banner. He starts off with a board wipe, and he builds his board wipe quickly if the enemy isn't defeated instantly, because on opponent turn start, he gets a whopping 80 CP to self. But on the other end of that, if you're killing the enemy instantly, there will be no opponent turn start, so he will not be building his charge instantly for the next turn. So there's like a trade-off there. It's like a slow phase board wiper, very good for that. If you decide to move him, however, or rather, if you decide not to move him, he will deny his own charge by reducing his CP a tiny bit, and that can be helpful because he does have quite a number of effects that can benefit your team without needing to, without needing to actually tribute otherwise. He essentially acts like, if you remember Bigfoot's variant from that previous summer event from last year, or even Enigma to some degree, Amduscias acts as a totem, as in he kind of just exists and gives a bunch of buffs to your entire team, or amps. That being concentration and ardor, as long as his CP is enough, which, you know, it will be, because he's fast enough. You just need to move him to make sure he doesn't charge. And also the weakness effect to the entire board, which is quite nice. In addition, he also has the amps of Brawn to the entire team, one time of course. So quite powerful in that sense. And he also gives glint to the entire board every base start, which means he also has a lot of rate up with concentration and glint. So rate up as well as damage up. And with that toteming effect, you decide not to charge them. So you're either deciding between if you want his board wipe or his toteming. You may even want to alternate between that because it does seem to lend towards that, since part of his damage does seem to be locked behind him doing his regular attacks. But yeah, quite powerful in theory. I haven't actually tried any of these units yet. Obviously, this is I'll just have to find out. But yeah, 2 different amps for free is pretty nice. It's not. I mean, it is guaranteed if you skill seed him as usual because he does start with glint. But yeah, let's move on to the final topic, which is going to be Tomte. So Tomte is a unit that is decidedly a board wipe supporter. He does not actually board wipe in any capacity himself. However, he gives a very nice ability, just like Vapula, to all enemies of increasing CP by 10 for each time they're hit to the enemy that hits them. In other words, unlike Vapula, who gives the effect to everyone in your team, and only if they die, Tomte gives the bonus effect to whoever is attacking that particular target, as long as they're hit for any X amount of times. So that can be strong, especially for board wipers. In particular, Amaterasu would probably be a pretty good pair with Tomte, since she already gets a bunch of CP when she attacks. And this just assures that Amaterasu would be able to get her charge loop going on, which may not always be possible depending on the number of units on board. But the more units on board, the better. But yeah, this disproportionately benefits board wipers, since they can just hit everyone and they already have a low amount of CP per hit. The rest of his kit is kind of, like it really does seem like it lives and dies by that one utility effect. But may or may not be worth it. I mean, glint board wide with glint strengthening board wide with low glint is okay. Concentration to allies is good. We have a lot of people in this banner that can increase rate up by 20%. I think that's Echo and Amduscias and Tomte here. Just Vapula left in the dust, I guess. But yeah, this is quite a good unit theoretically, but you do need board wipers in your team. Which used to be rare at some point in time, but now it's just like they give board wipers like candy, even among free units. So you may have fun with Tomte if you are team building with him alongside multiple board wipers, or probably just one, honestly, if you're planning to kill them in one shot. The other effects are I don't really think they're worth mentioning besides the rate up thing. So yeah, that one skill, that's the entirety of Tomte, if you can see that. But yeah. Let's move on to the actual polls. I think I've kept on enough about this. Actually, let me just briefly read the chat. Love to have spend 150 stones because of all the off-banner event bonus units are completely dog water for clean quests. At least you got Amduscias out of it. Congratulations on that. That doesn't sound great. But then again, most of the units don't have range except for Gabriel, who only has like the range if you have what's called, well, I guess all her variants have range, but she doesn't really have damage per se. Bestows crit to allies. That's quite a pun. You only got Apollo. Apollo's pretty good though, so that's not the worst permanent 4-star to get. In fact, he's probably like the 3rd best one, maybe even like arguably better than one of the 5 stars, 2nd best one. Apollo's like definitely really good. So it's not the worst thing, for sure. Congrats on getting Apollo. Wanting Vapula, well, good luck with that. It's not the greatest unit, but there is potential if you're doing proper team building in the right maps from. Golem variant and a big 2025 trust, for sure. Echo, the first to give that prayer. We also had a Hekati as well as Yakov, who gave it out. Post Evo, that is. But yeah, Echo does give it out pretty conveniently. Congrats on getting the all Kuntran. Is Apollo the Greek way to say it? Sorry, sometimes I pronounce things weird because it's hard for me to remember all pronunciations. I did look it up. His name is pretty much pronounced the exact way you'd expect. It's Apollo with emphasis on the second syllable. I'm just being weird by saying Apollo sometimes. I'll work on that. I have to continue work. Sorry, bye. Thanks for joining for this big name stream. Amduscias is the star because he is the board wiper of the banner. Well, what's it called? Technically, Echo can board wipe too, but she doesn't have any amps on her board wipe, I believe. She gives a bunch of amps on her board wipe as well as combo, but yeah, she's more like a board wide tickler, which is on the nose for Echo, who was also previously a board wide tickler in her base kit. Goofy at Polo. Kind of L5 star in your opinion? Maybe a bit, but it depends on how you value board wipe synergy. This is probably the most we've had in terms of synergy since Summer Fabulous Summer Host, which was all just a bunch of like debuff weird centric themes. This team or this banner seems to be quite leaning towards board wipers, even if they're not all board wipers. So I think that's an interesting sort of paradigm to be building around. All right, let's stop yapping and continue, or rather begin our polls. As my chair slowly sinks in for no reason because it has a terrible fasten. Okay, so let us begin. I think I will only do a single multi and then maybe all my tickets. My target is going to be, I mean, the 5 stars, either of them would be nice. Tomte in particular. I'm not gonna cry if I don't get him there because that is just like he's living by a single utility. It would be nice to get Echo and Vapula, not because they're particularly good in my opinion. I mean, Echo is supposedly good according to other people, but I just want the characters. Apollo would be great, but you know, you can always get from the permanent thing. But yeah, I am not actually gonna be going for broke here, so I kind of just want a bit everyone for slightly different reasons. Let's just go ahead and do this. All right, first multi. Actually, let's start with no. Let's tickets first. Let's spend 7 tickets. Begin. Hey, Matarasu, speaking of which, very good was Tomte. Well, I already have her, so it would be good to have another copy of her to make her a bit stronger. Apollo, very good. His voice is a lot deeper than I expected. I guess he's just like a very short stack adult. he does sound very bassy. In any case, alright, 3-star Apollo is probably the one I wanted most just so that I don't have to, you know, miss out on his special quest or whatever. For both Valentines as well as this event. It would suck if I don't get anyone else. This is a very good above average banner for sure, but you know, it's like, it's not the worst idea to skip it either. Because no one here is like super must have Omega busted either. But for sure there's no like bad units or even like mediocre units. Vapula is probably the closest to mediocre unit, but he's pretty good. It's just that he like seems bad in comparison to everyone else who's like doing a lot more work than you expect for a banner like this. Me talking as I'm not reading the names. String along, already got you. Apollo sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh character. A bit, I guess. You love to see it. 0 rare units. Alright, let's go ahead and do 1 multi and then dip out. After Valentine's Crossroads, you'd be okay with passable kits. Yeah, at least everyone here is more than passable. Well, except for Vapula, who is just passable. But, you know, Vapula has interesting synergy that hasn't really been done before. So you can give him credit for that at least. First one, Igolonok Daddy! Oh baby, I love him. I'd suck his cock. I'd school for him. Hey, it's Vapula, the worst one in the banner, but he's still cute, so I want him. Vapula is probably the one I want most in terms of art. Echo is probably the one I wanted most in terms of character, because, you know, like, her event is it the only Transient one? No. I mean, her story is nice. Her characterization over the time is nice too. IR19. I know Tomte's thing was Transient. I already forgot what his story's about though. Something about being an evil elf or something like that. Robinson. Apollo again. And as for Amduscias, I mean, Amduscias. He'd be okay to have. He's popular with everyone. Excuse me. Let's go, off banner 5-star. Ooh. Oh, never mind. It's Amduscias. Amduscias heard me hyping him up even subtly, and he's like, "Ah, you are my true fan." I was like, yeah, I'm your true fan, Amduscias. Okay, sure. This is pretty good. I kind of didn't want Amduscias, not because I didn't like him or because I didn't like his kit, but like his kit seems like maybe a bit overwhelming for me to think of in terms of what would synergize with it. It's like kind of weird. I have to team build with them, and it's gonna be a bit weird. But thank you, Amduscias. I will always support MP, Dusty as they say in Japanese. I'll be visiting your next show for sure. A Apollo 4-star! I do not need to get the platinum selector. Not that I was planning to, because I'd rather get some other things. That is a pretty good multi. Metal Metal. Metal Metal to me!
俺が造形したこのチョコ受け取ってくれプラ。プププ、商業仕事より照れるぜ。
He has study arms.
キラッときらめく笑顔で見せるぜ。エメラルドグリーン担当アムブスキアスだ。今日のライブの前に俺からのこのチョコレート。
Yeah, Vapula's artist makes the best belly buttons.
プロデューサ
ー。And Amduscias is definitely not a unicorn, but whatever. He looks nice here. I'm not gonna like dig on him for no reason. His variant, or rather his base kit, not his base kit, his base art was not my favorite because he looked kind of silly with his neutral face and his what's it called? He was a bit of a fashion disaster, but he's looking a bit more specific here. But I gotta admit, a lot of the art here it looks like they're just copying Christmas Asters in terms of being like very Prince-like. So that's a bit odd. Maybe Aster was supposed to be in this banner.
よりも熱く眩しいライブ。今日も見せるぜ。ここのサンライトゴールド。アポロンだ。
That is pretty aggressive.
こんなキャラで行くから。そんじゃ、よろ。
Yeah, this is some pretty cool style to be honest. He has like also like some more sort of wool coat or something. That's sort of like Bill Flamingo hip hop vibe. It's while I wouldn't personally wear something like that, I always think it's some of the most creative styles out there for modern aesthetics. So I like his sort of fashion sense, even if his character himself is kind of like short stacked. No thanks. You wasted 650 stones and 46 tickets for him to come home while you basically got him for free. Streamer luck. Alright. Not a trash bonus. I am going to like this event. Yeah, Apollo, the fact that he has not just like, you know, one cool suit, but like two of them. He might even have more than that, but I didn't look through all the skins. Pretty good. Anyway, let's go ahead and team build. Thank you everyone for sending me your luck, like the Spirit Bomb from Dragon Ball. Alright, actually, before that, what are the rewards? We have a bunch of trash here. What is all this trash? I don't know. We have a lot of stickers, as well as some new items, or, you know, My Guild effects. You can go check out the wiki page to see what they look like, but, you know, just log in anytime during this event and you can spaz out your house a bit more. I do think some of them look nice, actually. I haven't seen the stickers, but the actual, what's it called? The background does look nice. Anyways, let's go ahead and team build a bit before we forget. And let's look at my pre-prepared team here. You'll no longer have to suffer through this trash. Alright. Please sort by thing. Who's boosting what actually? Let me review this. So the first quest is going to be boosting, or is being boosted by which 5 stars and 4 stars? First one is going to be Tomte and Echo. I didn't get Echo in the end. That's kind of sad. Oh well. Alright, first one is going to be Tomte, Echo, and Apollo. So we can go ahead and replace something here, I guess, for Apollo. Apollo, where are you at? There he is. And let's level them up this way. Go ahead and take, which booster is it? The other one is also tall maps. Both of them are tall maps. So we'll go ahead and replace quite a few here because we have all of the units for the second item. Let's just confirm that. Second item is going to be, yeah, Amduscias, Vapula, and Apollo. Heading to bed now. Thanks for joining, Genthi. Let's go ahead and slap in. Goodbye, Vapula. Hello, Vapula. Let's replace. This is water and fire type, right? Do we have any water and fire types among these guys? No, we do not. Oh wait, Vapula is one. God damn it. We can move you over here. Where are you at? I believe, what is this? Ether and what? Ether and fire, I see. Yeah, Apple can equip this one. This is... I don't have anyone leveled, so this is gonna be a bad team. Well, let's go ahead and run this thing over here. Also, just to take advantage of the cheapness of the first boost cost, let's go ahead and slap in 5 boosts for everyone immediately. I'm not being trash. And there you are. That is a cute tiger emoji. You LB3'd Apollo and then spent 4 tickets on and got his 4-star right after. Wow. I mean, I don't think it was worth LBing his 3-star, but at least you can work on both now. So in your 10 pulls, you got surprised by Tomte. What was it that he excels at? He has one skill effect that is uniquely beneficial towards board wipers. He's not a board wiper himself, but he has the unique utility of giving CP for every enemy that is hit. Or rather, each enemy will give CP to whoever hits them. So that's a nice effect for board wipers because they don't really get much charge fill from hitting each unit. In that way, if there's like 10 units on board, then you have the potential. The potency of this is your unit who is normally designed to only board wipe once before they slowly build a charge again has the potential to cycle their charge over and over again. In consecutive turns, that is. Okay, I think I've built my teams. Actually, I do need to skill level them. Let's quickly do that. Please sort this by skill level. Or I don't think I have that much souls actually. Maybe I should work on the other units first. Oh, I guess I did have enough. Alright, let's go ahead. As I slowly sink back in my chair because this fucking fastens often. I might need a chair. I don't have money for that. Let's go. Okay, let's do the first set of quests. This is going to be tall maps. It's going to be featuring, or it's going to be boosting Echo as well as Tomte, neither of which I have. So let's enjoy the shit bonus for this first half. I didn't do a banner clear, but I did do a half banner clear for this one, which will have max bonus. This one, however, kind of minimal. I just have the Apollo, that's it. So, who are the boosters here? This is going to be the first one, and it's being boosted by Tomte, who is water type, I believe. Let's go ahead and turn on the filters. Really? Just that? No one likes Tomte. Oh my god, look at that! He doesn't need to charge, does he? Sure, why not? First banner, the event bonus is looking pretty good for just having a, what's it called, Apollo. The power of having ARs as all boosters. I don't have enough palm clears, do I? Oh, I do, just barely. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's play this trash. Actually, can we boost anyone here? Entertainers, missionaries. What's this called? Wiseman. And Tomte, I'm pretty sure, is nothing. Valentine Gabe has Berserk. Plus, she's probably the strongest one right now. Well, besides Tomte. We should probably boost what's called Apollo right now. So let's go ahead and do that. With the amazing Wiseman boost. By the way, just recently I actually managed to invest a bit in every guild, so everyone gets a bit of strength now. You can only get 200% here because you have sack bonus for among them way to guarantee the clear. I mean, I don't think guaranteeing the clear is that important unless you're actually using a bunch of drinks for this, but okay. You're mad you missed out on that rank EXP bonus from it. Yeah, I mean, rank EXP bonus is nice for times like this when you have nothing else to boost. I might actually be dropping my rank EXP bonus soon once I rank up again, because apparently, from a screenshot and discussion last time I saw, once you reach the max rank EXP, or rather the maximum rank, you do not hoard any rank EXP on top of that. So all the rank EXP is wasted after that. So that seems like huge oversight. So after I reach the rank I want, I'm probably just gonna stop investing in rank lest I waste rank EXP fully maxed. So yeah, let's do this quest ready. Jeez. I keep on sinking this chair. Yes, Lin can confirm because he was the one who did confirm it. Thank you, Lin, for that. I haven't heard the music yet. That's very good, honestly. You know, pop or J-pop music sounds kind of nice if it's instrumentalized, and then it kind of sounds like grating to my ears once there's actual vocaloids or singers used. J-pop is one of my least favorite genres out there, but it's not bad when it's like this, without any singing. Ooh, it has like a... what is that? Vocaloid background singers? I don't even know what that is. It's giving fashionista. Alright, let's begin this quest. Yo dang.
1、2、3、4アピールだアピールだ
あなた
1、2、3、4アピールだアピールだ
Better bonus for the better version? Wait, are there two different versions of this? Or is there two songs for this? Well, 3 songs including the shop theme. Hey, are we getting like another, what's it called? Saturday live dancing event thing? That'd be cool, yeah, for sure. That's awesome. I hope that's a standard. I always love listening to new music from this game. Yo, that is so hype. That's probably the most hype thing from this event yet. Besides the fact that the units are not garbage for once. That is the second most hype thing. Music in both events being, or both drop quests being different. Using Lianon in farm quests is surreal. I'm more surprised Tomte can count up to 4 without being interrupted by some other skill line. Can anyone remind me what Tomte's backstory was? I feel bad because I was trying to pay attention to it, but like I'm forgetting pretty much all the details. Supposedly he's supposed to like forage in his original myth. It should make him a good pair with Amduscias. But I don't know, he seemed like some evil version, probably because of some sort of like cross mythology thing. I didn't really understand it, or rather I don't remember it anymore. Tomte seems to be like a very strange pick for a 5-star. I don't think anyone has ever said they like Tomte, or remembered about Tomte ever. Even on release, like no one has ever said Tomte from what I've seen. So, like, do people really think Vapula is that unpopular that Tomte is the obvious pick? Like, who even said they like Tomte? Jeez. Yeah, right. It's like you forgot too. Tomte's thing is unfortunately forgettable. You love Tomte? Oh, sure, Jan. Hey, Vapula's cute. And, like, actually good chubby. There's a lot of questionable chubby units in this game, but Vapula's, like, a good sort of ideal Rubenesque figure. The ideal male figure. Also, Echo, I think, is pretty popular. It would have been slightly surprising, but less surprising than Tomte 5-star if Echo was 5-star. That's just me though, I guess. How am I supposed to arrange this? Let's see. Let's hope Tomte is strong enough. Does Tomte need to move for his damage? He might need to move for his damage. Echo 5-star would have been insane, but it would be cool. Outside of Echo, you don't really like any of these characters? What's with that Vapula hate? Jeez. But, you know, I like Echo. She seems like a cool character. It would be a surprise, but, you know, I get, like, sort of the same vibes as, like, Ben 10 from her in terms of being, like, a pretty cool girl. She's so fashionable. I will admit though, every time she shows up, she's a bit annoying in terms of her voice being like stuttery. But she did get a lot better in this past New Year's for Year of the Dragon. her voice lines was no longer as horrifically stuttering, so that was nice to see. Echo was getting some proper character development by then. There are very few female 5 stars from what you noticed. You think Vapula's okay, but you don't know. Yeah, that's my only issue with Vapula. I'm a big fan of his style, but his event's not translated yet, so don't know anything about it. See, the haters turning into Vapula lovers when his event gets translated this year. Let's hope, for sure. Longest loading time. Hello. Gabriel didn't get Berserk. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna need to do some funky maneuvering here. Can they stop putting wood units in front of Tomte, please? Feeling that no one in help has a Tomte was one word to master they are. I mean, they do need to move his guild, so I think the Tycoons one is fine since it's a rank EXP, even if the coin's a bit of a waste. But yeah. Give me a moment. Probably going to be able to squeeze in a reprint before new semester. That would be nice if they did. We really need to catch up with reprints, not just Valentine's. It's great they call it the Valentine's, but there's a bunch of other summer and festival and like whatever events that needs to be caught up to. Yo, Zeno, welcome. Is there a lore reason both versions of Vapula has so much focus on one leaping skills? Don't get me wrong, he's very cute. Yeah, that's probably the main reason why Vapula seems underpowered, because it seems to be tied to this very situational timing. But, you know, that also makes Vapula quite unique in terms of playstyle and use cases, which is, you know, not completely useless unlike some other niches, but just like very, 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 you know, unheard of. And, you know, there's definitely alternatives to whatever you try to do with Vapula that doesn't require someone dying. I don't really know. I looked at Vapula's thing again. He's just supposed to be like some sort of a crater demon or something. What are we gonna do here? Yeah, she got her Berserk. I should probably what's that? Apollo's not even doing any damage. I should probably give the bonus to Gabriel instead. Let's go, 7,000 damage. Killing. Winning. Alright, let's go ahead and switch this bonus to missionaries. You just remembered that event Vapula has unseated Saturnus as a unit with lowest attack in the game. Did Saturnus have the lowest attack in the game? I mean, that's kind of funny. I guess Vapula is really not designed to kill at all, even though he does have a few Amst allies. You suck! You suck, Tomte! Die! Piece of shit. Actual trash unit.
あなたにリリック
青にさん
Tomte.
このまま
Alright, we're out of here.
過ごしちゃおう振り向いちゃったらダメなんだからね
Alright, second set of quests where we will have the amazing bonus and also a bunch of trash units since none of them are leveled. Are we in Tomte? Please no. The other one, the other booster, who is it? The other 5-star is Amduscias, what type? And hey, we got Lynn here with the optimal thing booster. Gurus. English is failing me today. Let's see. Who needs a boost the most here? Well, it seems like Amduscias will be doing enough damage on his own. And he also gives amps to his other allies, so is this attack really that low? He gives attack up. But that's it. I guess I'll be attacking with Vapula? At this point, I might as well attack with Vapula. Actually, Apollo still has more attack even though I have Vapula fully attacked here. That's funny. Alright, let's go and boost Apollo's damage, I guess. What is he again? The Wiseman. Let's make sure he's beside some of these units. We'll get an attack up from Vapula as well as concentration and what's called Ardor from Amduscias. Not mine though. What was the first skill? Is it just the board wipe? It is. It's probably not gonna be strong enough. Maybe I should boost the what's called instead. Amduscias. He doesn't have any amps on his first skill, does he? Let me reconvene with that. Amduscias. He has Brawn to the entire board, but not any unique ones himself. We're getting attack up in Brawn. This is a attack stat? Okay. They're both gonna suck, who cares? I could either boost Apollo or Amduscias, but at this point it's splitting hairs since neither of them really work to do anything. How about setting V Gabriel instead of Amina Uzme on the front? Gabriel... Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. Fuck. Oh my gosh, the brain! Me getting complacent and not thinking about alternatives. Where is she? Where is this bitch? There she is. There you go. Is this fine? Can't believe Valentine Gabriel's carrying this quest. It's so funny. Looking Valentine Gabriel wall units. We're missing the attack up from him then. That'll be fine, maybe. Yeah, whatever. No. It should be Vapula because the Brawn's gonna overlap with Amduscias here. So if you want both amps, it has to be Vapula. Although Vapula's not gonna be doing too much damage, so they're gonna need extra help. I don't have Lianin in this team though. It's a fucking puzzle. Gabriel's good. Shut the fuck up, Irby. You need to understand. Play with her and you'll believe. Is that extra damage really necessary from Vapula? Yes, maybe not. But it's not like Amduscias is doing much. He just has like slightly higher attack stat. What to do? Restart again instead of MC. No. Let's call it. She can't equip this booster, and I don't want to really rearrange the boosters here. I probably could fit her in, but I'm too lazy. I'm on stream, so maybe I'll do it off stream if that's the case. We'll be fine, right? Probably. All right, let's confirm. One of them doesn't actually need to do damage. Only 2 of them does. So Vapula being dead weight is fine as long as the other 3 are doing enough. So that means This arrangement is probably fine, where he's boosting Apollo. Well, does Apollo even do anything? No one has defense in this game, right? Or among the units. Yeah, I should give the boost to Gabriel, maybe. I know he gives a utility effect, but I don't really think anyone has defenses when they start, do they? So it doesn't really matter. I think Amduscias is not going to be doing much either with his... Whatever. Whatever. Let's just go. Event bonus, looking spicy. Going to 70%, the most you could ever hope for in this game. Yeah, alright, so Apollo's kind of dead weight without his other skills. Despite what I said of being strong. His third skill is where the actual amps are formed, though. We will continue with this, and start clicking. Okay, bye! Gabriel doesn't need the amp, actually. Should have given it to someone else. Yo, this music. Yeah, this is a lot better than the first one. Male idol energy. What does that even mean? Backstreet Boys. Pretty good. Unfortunately, because I have such high bonus for this, that means I'll be clearing this one faster. Doing less runs for it. Right, as long as I choose not to move them, they'll have additional amp. I need to remember that. Wow, 2,000 damage. Good job, Vapula.
次の現場どこ？マネ君連れてって。
Let's see. He's shot range, so he'll still be doing damage even if he's not board wiping. So move Apollo back here. And let's move back to what? Wiseman, I guess? Gabriel's doing fine enough because she not only is she fully built, she also has Berserk plus, well, a chance of it anyways. But there's some rate up going on in this effect, so he's probably slightly more reliable for damage than Amduscias or Apollo here. So let's put them right beside over here. Actually, beside Apollo would be better. Apollo needs to do damage, so he should be in the front there. And does anyone have extended movement here? I know Vapula does, but I don't have that skill unlocked yet. Damn it. So the front runners are going to be this dude who will have attack up and brawn. It's possibly going to be enough, hopefully. What are the timings of Amduscias' amps? Let's see, move phase end. Okay, so thankfully, because it's move phase end, I can be in reach to give Apollo some extra amps. So this should be enough for sure. I generally thought they would make Apollo into a tall, pretty boy when time came to release him, and instead they made him malnourished and small. Really wasn't expecting a bad boy gremlin as the sun god. It is a pretty creative interpretation, and you know, not what you would expect for Apollo for sure. But you know, that's part of the fun of Housamo, where they give them unique personalities. And from what I read about his story and his original myths, it does seem to match up decently well.
俺の見せ場だ。俺の見せ場だ。俺の見せ場だ。俺見えてるぜ。
お疲れプラ。疲れた。ちょっと休憩。
Hades 2 has the golden pretty white Apollo covered, so I like him being this little HP hip hop punk idol. Yeah, I gotta say, what was I about to say? I like the fashion, I like the style, and his research profile seems kind of nice too. Well, cute. He apparently is quite lazy despite being quite talented. You wouldn't really guess this, but yeah, he's industrious when he's working, but outside of that, he's likes to chill with Sago apparently, in the bottom floor of the tycoon's casino. But yeah, his original mess was him about being the protector of children as well as being an oracle for the future. So his secret artifact imposes the ability to remember a future, one of many possible futures where they're all big fans of them. And he doesn't really like using his sacred artifact apparently. He's kind of lazy. But yeah, he kind of just prefers to chill out and be lazy as a result. As for protecting children, apparently because he was the patron, or not patron, but he was like a god of protecting children, he was also very popular with the youth back then, which I guess that reflects about him being a pop idol. Some of his voice lines he kind of deflates and complains about staying character. That's funny. So it's all image here. 100% image, not actually reality. Well, you know, I'm sure some of it's reality, but even more personality. So it's quite nice. Whose voice was that? Oh, that's Vapula? I guess it was. Moving on. Why are there so many irregular Amduscias in support lineup? Or the variant support Amduscias? Unless everyone just got shit luck this event. That is unfortunate. I like the intro the most out of the song, and it sort of just like mixes it into, you know, the generic idol theme, which still sounds nice, but the beginning sounds best by itself. It's kind of like a rock anthem of some kind. There might be a lot of people who just didn't want pull. If I had gotten any banner in your first temple, you'd probably have just closed there for pulls. I mean, that's what I was going to do too. Understandable. I just realized this is already level 90. Jesus Christ, then. Like, I get you max your artifact level 2, and you know, I get you're willing to switch guilds for these things, but like, level 90 takes effort. Like, it's been less than, what, 6 hours since this event came out? Jesus Christ, Lynn. Yeah, that background looks really pretty. I wish you could see it. I wish there was a feature you could turn off the battle overlay so you could see the background. Very pretty concert going on in the background. Amduscias pulling Echo. How dare you?
疲れた。ちょっと休憩。もう次行くプラ。
Last one already, huh? Okay, good. Me getting by with no leveled units at all. See, this is why you have to level everyone up in your roster. Like, so you don't have to level up the units you do get that are new. But yeah, that's it for this. Let me just review the news article once more, just to be sure if there's anything else I'm forgetting. So there are going to be choices for this event, just like Valentine Crossroad. Look forward to that, I guess. Apparently, Apollo doesn't have any different branching pathways. It's just gonna be the variants, so that's a bit peculiar. Not that anyone cares, since it's not even translated. And there's new stuff for my guild, as we mentioned. There's gonna be special quests, and apparently they're gonna fix a bunch of the artwork that has like mismatched expressions. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for joining me for Valentine Idol Live. I hope your polls went at least as lucky as mine did, because certainly I think I got a bit above average in terms of luck here, with Amduscias and Apollo and Vapula. Unfortunately, I didn't get Echo, but you know, it's whatever. It's a poke lamp. But yeah, it was a fun stream for sure. What else I can say? Not the most exciting lineup at first glance, but at least the theme's pretty good. And you know, for an idol thing, they could have done a lot worse with making everyone wear something Christmas Takamaro-esque. So I'm glad they gave the guys something more appropriate for male wear. And it seems the music itself is quite varied in this case. Actually, speaking of the music, there is one other thing to check. Let's quickly just see the event shop and its music. Is it different? It's giving a trauma center vibes.
Idol Live は勝手が違うな。品物をそのまま。
Yeah, first crabs would be proud. Alright, let's just head back to my guild. Actually, there's no reason for me to head back to my guild. Let's just play the music here. So yeah, a pretty good event in terms of the kits, as well as the designs and the music. I love the music, the diversity for sure. The backgrounds look quite pretty too. I'm not a fan of Echo's Princess Peach outfit here, but at least I like everyone else's outfits. What's it called? The event seems to be going on until the end of the month for like 30-ish days. Actually less than 30 days. Because it's ending in such a short amount of time, with like 28 days only, or even less than that. As mentioned, there's likely going to be yet another reprint before this event, so more being done than last year at least. Then again, we did have a pseudo-proper event with New Year's back then, where this time we didn't. But yeah, this event isn't actually quite done with giving us everything it has to offer. As a heads up, there are going to be, for those that have decided to stay this long, there are going to be 2 more pickups, presumably released before the end of the event. I'll probably just cover them separately in a different video, since if they're not released by, the end of next week, they're probably going to be saving it until the last week or some shit like that. But the pickups that are going to be released for during this event is going to feature, some random old units, plus Willy Wildcat in one banner, as well as Heilong Yichuan in the other. So keep in mind, those were limited new semester units from last year. They're destined to make their reprint within the year at some point, and this is going to be it through these pickups. I look forward to that if you've got these wanted Willy. But yeah, that's all my thoughts for this event. I hope they start catching up with the other translations. Huge hope. We'll see what they decide to do before the new semester for the next campaign. That's all for now, cuties. Catch you next time.